Well, you know, despite somehow making it harder for myself, I still won. And there we go, my plus 10 Bloody Hellas. And the only way to increase damage further is to upgrade my stats. Ah, there we go. Hey, welcome back to my Elden Ring Let's Play. I fixed the quest line, and now that we can buy the Dung Eater puppet from good old Selvus here, there's no reason for him to remain alive. So let's go talk to Ronnie and fix that. You have served your purpose, now perish. And more importantly, now that Ronnie's questline will be advanced, I get to further progress into another area and also progress another questline in a different way. But you know, first things first, we gotta go talk to Ronnie.
Not blood. Even in my... It is in my thanks soon must...
And then she gives us the sting.
Strange. I am certain I must thank you. May leave. It was but...
Which we need for another quest line.
What is it? I too...
And now that we have exhausted all our dialogue, Selvus ends up dead, and we have no further use for him. So let's go progress area exploration. Because that is always fun. Hey, look, we're back here again. Except, since we've already cleared this area, we can just ride on through. I believe this is the correct path. We're not actually going... So I believe the drop down is here. Yep. Drop down here. And hey, you got a new section of the map to explore. That seems fun. Especially with all these friendly jellyfish. You're friendly, right? Cool. And hey, little site of grace to mark our progress. Now this next section is difficult because there are some not so fun guys to fight. I mean, I think they're fun. That's because I know how to fight them. Yeah, that's right, it's Return of the Crucible Knights. You know what, I wonder... Wow, decent chunk of damage. Good job, me. Oh, and that was when he was blocking. Nice. Alright. Well, now that he has been roughed up, let's go finish the job, shall we? Technically, we only have to get this guy to the second phase to kill him. Because then he'll do us the favor of... Let me line up. Dodge through, and bye-bye. So that's one of my favorite encounters in this game, and the reason should be obvious. The cool thing is, with him gone... Oh. It's just a health guy. Never mind, I don't care. But don't worry, that's not the last we've seen of the Crucible Knight, because if you look off there in the distance, there's another one. And it's the spear guy this time. I wonder if I can aggro him and get him to come over here, because a lot of little dudes like to spawn over there, and they are not so fun to deal with while having to fight a Crucible Knight. Oh, did I exceed your aggro range? That's fine. I can just pick you off slowly. Until you decide I am worth your time. Will my spells reach you from here? Alright, now I gotta wait a little second. Okay. My fault. Then he does the drop drill. Oh wow, that was super early. Well, problem child dealt with. Don't worry, that's not the last we'll be seeing of that particular type of enemy. Got at least 2 more encounters. See what I mean? The little dudes come out of the woodwork as soon as you aggro the Crucible Knight. Makes him really obnoxious to deal with. More so than normal, at least. Buddy. I know your whole deal is to draw aggro and be obnoxious, but that doesn't work when I can one-shot you. And now we have to deal with this beetle. Exactly half of its health. Nice. And that Crucible Knight should be the last big enemy between us and the boss of this section. So you can just sprint on through. At least we should be able to. There's still those little dudes to worry about, but they're not as big a concern without the Crucible Knight breathing down my neck. Oh, glowy eyes. That means he drops slightly more runes than normal. Not that these guys drop a lot of runes, mind you. Come over here, and there's a little man we can talk to. Scared little man. And give him some armor. We get an emote. And we progress a quest line. 2 of my favorite things. I'm just gonna ignore the horde of little dudes. And now we come across one of the least fun boss fights in this game. And it's not fun for a variety of reasons. I really should level up more of my ashes. Do I have enough FP to summon the Dung Eater? Just barely. You know what? He's not leveled up, so he's not going to do a lot of damage. Well, let's give him a try. You know, why not? So we wanted to try and kill this man as quickly as possible, because he has a friend that's going to show up, and it's going to make this significantly less fun than it already is. He can also hit us with the classic Excalibur. And that is reason number 1 this is not a fun boss fight. Because he spawns poison, which in addition to inflicting poison, also deals damage over time for standing in it. Valiant gargoyle fight is easily one of the worst boss fights in the game. Because these enemies are annoying by themselves. But then they decided, you know, what if there were two? And they both spewed poison at you. Good news is, because I have a companion, I can split the aggro. Alright, that's one down. Oh, of course he dodges at the last second. As you can see, the primary reason this boss fight is annoying is just how freaking mobile the gargoyles are, in addition to just being obnoxious in general. Like, look, see, he's moving half of the freaking arena just by doing his normal moveset. And that's before you have to deal with the poison. And the fact that he's immune to most status effects. Like, I can't use the rot dog because he's immune to rot. Though, if I'm being completely honest, I've probably been over-relying on the rot dog, but, you know, that shouldn't stop me from being able to complain about it. Anywho, it's another boss down, and another path opened. Because now that that boss is defeated, we can take the elevator to the next section of the map to unlock. I'm just gonna let this cutscene rock because it's really funny if you think about it too much. So yeah, see what I mean about it being too goofy? Like, your character just sees a coffin and is like, I'm gonna climb in that. Like, there's no indication that it's going to take you anywhere significant. But anyway, let's deal with this next encounter. Good old tree spirit. Hey, buddy. Don't mind me. distance between us. Now, thankfully, he doesn't respawn, so I can just run over here. Rest up, get my health back. No need to raise any of my precious tears. And now we ride. Because I believe there's a little pretty bug over here who has an item that I might like. And now we've progressed through the area. So yeah, between this one and the last episode, this is the Insect Land Saga. Technically, there are 2 ways to progress forward. I might go back and do the other one, but I'm just going to do the most straightforward one right now because I don't feel like dealing with most of these enemies. Because the cool thing about Elden Ring is, yes, you can just run past 90% of the encounters. Don't like these giant flying hornets? Ignore them. I mean, they're actually ants, but you know what? Who cares? There's our map. And now we ride on to the next site of grace. This area is pretty cool, if I say so myself. I say as if I've had a hand in creating it. There are a lot of cool items you can pick up, a lot of late game stuff. You know, the usual fanfare of riding through areas like this. But really, it's only a pit stop in our grand scheme of things. Because when we're done, we're supposed to come over here, and after looting all of these corpses and plants, we grab yet another ride in the Coffin. As you can see, we've unlocked a new map. We've ridden quite a bit, and I don't feel like going back, honestly. So, today's episode is going to focus on going through this area and grabbing as much stuff as I can. Because there's a lot of stuff to grab. Yeah, don't mind me, friend. There's also plenty of Mausoleum Knights, so if you feel like grinding their armor, you can. The main draw is this little boss fight over here, and a certain spirit ash that I want to pick up. There's probably other stuff that I've forgotten, but I can come back to it later. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I always misjudge the range on those. Oh, I was way closer to the cliff than I thought I was. Oh, too early. There we go. Patience is a virtue, gamers. Patience is a virtue. Now we should go to second phase, which gives me a free Estus drink. Never mind. I was truly baited. Man, if you did way more damage, that would have been way riskier. Now we got a cool spear that I probably can't use. But more importantly, is what's in this chest they were guarding. That's right. Now we got the tree, the Crucible tree armor. Now we can. There is one more boss encounter with Crucible Knights where you can unlock their the normal armor, and we'll get to that. But first, we got to ride through these perilous area, past all of these gangsters, while avoiding getting sniped by the archer off in the distance. Now, like I said, I might come back through here later because there's probably plenty of items that I should pick up that I'm missing. But my only real goal here today is to come over here and grab a specific spirit ash that I like, and to get another... Oh, hi, friend. Bye, friend. That was your fault. You can't blame me. You're the one who teleported backwards. There it is. Okay. Sorry, we just getting my bearings. I had to remember where the item was. Item get, and we get out of here. Oh, it was a side sword. Alright, bucko. That is your fault. Alright, now let's just jump a short distance. And then we're gonna go pick up a Site of Grace. It'll give us access to technically 2 boss fights, which we're not going to do at the moment, but, you know, it'll be good to have later on. And then once all of this is said and done, we can finally go fight the next boss that we need to fight. Although I am half tempted to just progress Ronnie's quest line. But you know what? Overall order doesn't matter. And now that we have this Site of Grace, we have an easy farm route, because these dudes drop a crap ton of souls, and once you're out of their line of sight, they can't really do much to you. Still not as efficient as the bird, but you know. If I'm remembering correctly, though, I think there's one more item in this area that I need to grab. Oh, need is a strong word, but would like to grab. I think I remember where it is, so we're going to go ahead and ride over to that. Yeah, but don't worry, there are plenty of goodies in this area to grab. And just because I'm not grabbing them all doesn't mean that you shouldn't. Can I make that jump? We're about to find out. The answer is yes. Thank you, Torrent. Yeah, don't worry. We'll be revisiting this area probably later once I remember what items are here, because that's the main reason I don't come back to this section. So there's a lot of items here that I forget are here. So for now, we're just going to take another trip. In the Coffin. And we'll be doing this one more time. And it gets sillier each time. Because the first time it's like, oh, you know what? Coffin in the middle of nowhere, no obvious enemies. Yeah, why not get in? But this one's on the edge of a waterfall, man. Like, have some critical thought. And it moves the instant it's closed. There we go. Off into the abyss. This is another section of the game that you could have technically accessed part of it earlier, similar to Nokron, but I haven't done that, and I don't think I will, because there's only really one item you can bother picking up from going the standard discovery route, but, you know, I'm here for Ronnie's questline, so we're just going to stick to that. Hansel River, Maine. Let's find that site of grace. Hey, look, a miniature Ronnie. That's not weird at all. And a site of grace immediately adjacent. Let's take a rest, shall we, even though I'm at full flasks. Huh, that's a weird menu option. Wonder what that's about.
Oh, or is it merely thy habit to talk to dolls? Fine, I hadn't expected any, but now the cat is out the bag. Perform for me. Eliminate the name of Rani. I will not. Perform for. Eliminate the name of. I will not.
So now she's given us a quest. We gotta go find a guy called Baleful Shadows and end his existence. We're not gonna quite do that this episode, because this section of the map is actually quite long for what it is. But I am going to at least get to the next checkpoint. Oh, there's a fun guy to deal with. It launches meteors at you. Man, I wish I could launch meteors. I mean, there's an easy solution to that, but I don't feel like going through with it right now. And now I can finally upgrade my boys a little bit more. Just gonna take cover real quick. Drink some soup. Can I ride Torrent here? No, I can't. That's what I thought. Okay. Ah. You snuck up on me, you little trickster. Okay, buddy, you clearly have some issues. So I'm just gonna get my life back real quick. Deal with the giant spider demon. Alright. Jeez, why are there so many of you in here, man? Well, good thing friendly fire's on. Otherwise, this would be way more obnoxious than it is. And you're gonna harass me too, aren't you? Okay. Minor elevation difference. Classic Dark Souls enemy. Don't think I forgot about you. Aggro's onto me as soon as I enter your field of view. Man, it's a good thing I have a ranged option, otherwise this would be much more obnoxious than it is. Okay. You guys' hitbox lasts way longer than they have any right to. Thank you for your patronage, good sir. Don't know why you thought standing still was the good decision there. I was tapping the spell button. Evidently, my character did not get the memo. Now, the cool thing is, most of the enemies in this area are kind of slow, so we can just run past most of them. Which is what I intend to do now that the guy tossing meteors at me is dead. Now, that is not the way forward. The way forward is actually back here. But, you know, I'll never skip out on grabbing a few extra items. Especially these glowworts, because I need those to upgrade guys. And now that I have pilfered everything this section of the map has to offer, let us continue onward. Past the giant insects. Alright, well the good news is I can one-shot them, so... they're not as obnoxious as I initially thought, but I still don't want to deal with them more than I have to. So we're gonna use good old sniper rounds. Do I even want to look out over here? I don't think there's anything of value, but I know this isn't the straight way forward, so might as well check. Alright, it's this area. Goodbye, King T-Pose number 1. Goodbye, King T-Pose number 2. I believe you use this path to come over here, and aside from getting this item, you also get to deal with Mr. Giant Meteors over there. magical weapon doesn't hurt either. And as is typical, the most effective means is to drop down and fight him. Alright. Now this is the section of the Ainsel River that we would have encountered previously that leads to a completely separate boss. So, you know, maybe we'll come back later, but for now I'm just going to teleport. Actually, no. Because I believe the map... Oh. Whatever. Well, I think I'm going to live with my shame and call this an episode. And next time we'll progress down the river in the correct direction. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, be sure to like. If you want to see me do something stupid again, maybe you should comment and share. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching. Bye.